Donald Trump has returned to the White House as America's 47th president. Declaring his own oath-taking ceremony as America's Liberation Day, Trump wasted no time taking control, signing over 80 executive orders on his first day. These actions set the direction for the next 4 years. The inauguration ceremony, usually held outdoors, took place inside Capitol Hill due to the cold weather. But that wasn't the most surprising part. What caught everyone's attention were the tech billionaires sitting in the front row: Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Sundar Pichai, and Tim Cook. These titans of industry were given prime seats next to Trump, signaling that America's real power may lie not in Washington, but in the hands of Silicon Valley. The tech oligarchy is now firmly entrenched in U.S. power, and the tech industrial complex is here to stay. On day one of his second term, Trump signed a series of bold and controversial executive orders. One of the first was declaring a national emergency at the U.S. Mexico border, sending thousands of soldiers to ensure no illegal immigrants could cross. The refugee resettlement process was halted for 3 months, and Trump ordered the construction of more physical barriers at the southern border. This wasn't just a continuation of his first-term promises. It was a renewed commitment to one of his core issues: immigration. Trump also used his clemency powers to pardon over 1,500 individuals involved in the January 6th Capitol Hill riots. This included people convicted of assaulting police officers and even those who had felony convictions. These pardons were part of a larger message to his base, signaling that his administration would not shy away from controversial decisions. Another major move was Trump's attack on birthright citizenship. He signed an executive order instructing the government to no longer recognize the citizenship of children born in the U.S. to illegal immigrants. This was a direct challenge to the 14th Amendment, which guarantees birthright citizenship. Trump argued that the system had been misused for years. Birth tourism, for instance, where people deliberately gave birth in the U.S. to secure citizenship for their children. Constitutional experts argue that changing this would require amending the Constitution, a nearly impossible feat. But Trump knows that even if the courts eventually strike down the order, it buys him time. For years, he can push the issue, making it a centerpiece of his administration's agenda. Another surprising development came when Trump signed an order delaying the Supreme Court's ban on TikTok for 75 days. A company once on the verge of being banned for national security reasons, TikTok was now given breathing room. The shift is clear. TikTok, which helped spread Trump's campaign message to young voters, is no longer a liability in his eyes. It's now an asset, a weapon for his political future. This is Trump's political calculus. He will use whatever tools he can to win. In foreign policy, Trump doubled down on his previous stance, withdrawing the U.S. from the World Health Organization, WHO, citing China's influence. This wasn't the first time he'd made such a move. Trump had criticized the WHO during the pandemic, and now, with a full term ahead, he made it official. Tariffs became a focal point of Trump's speech. While no immediate action was taken, he warned that tariffs would be imposed on Mexico and Canada if they did not meet U.S. demands. Trump made it clear that tariffs were his go-to tool for economic leverage, and the trade war with China would continue. He had previously promised tariffs on Chinese goods of 50 to 60%, and now, as president, he is in a hurry to make these promises a reality. The Senate may not remain in Republican hands for much longer, so Trump knows he has only a limited window of opportunity to push through his agenda. Trump's most pressing issue remains immigration. He has promised to finish the wall on the southern border and deport illegal immigrants on a scale not seen before. His administration will go after illegal immigration with relentless force, claiming that illegal immigrants are responsible for rising crime and job losses. Trump has appointed Kristi Noem as Homeland Security Secretary and brought Tom Homan into his cabinet to execute this vision. Beyond immigration, Trump's second term will focus on dismantling bureaucracy and restructuring federal agencies. A new department, the Department of Government Efficiency, has been created under the leadership of Elon Musk. Musk, a vocal supporter of Trump, has long advocated for running government like a business, cutting waste, streamlining operations, and trimming the fat. His leadership of DOGE is seen as a quid pro quo arrangement. Trump gets Musk's support, and Musk gets to run his vision of government efficiency. The focus will be on cutting government spending by trillions of dollars, including reducing funding for social programs aimed at helping the poor. Musk's role in the administration is a clear signal that Trump intends to treat government as a business operation, prioritizing efficiency over social welfare. Trump's economic policies are clear. He has promised to impose tariffs on all imports between 10 to 20%, with a focus on China. His rhetoric on tariffs is aggressive. 50 to 60% tariffs on Chinese goods are on the table. Mexico and Canada are also on notice. If they don't comply with U.S. demands, 25% tariffs could be imposed. Trump's focus is on bringing manufacturing and jobs back to America. The administration has moved to eliminate mandates requiring gender and racial diversity in government hiring, focusing instead on merit and profitability. The core of Trump's support base, hardline conservatives, supports these moves, but the increasing influence of MAGA in the party is pushing the government further to the right. Trump's foreign relations are similarly transactional. Despite spending much of his campaign attacking China, Trump is now eager to meet with Xi Jinping and improve relations. And as for TikTok, a company he once wanted to ban for national security reasons, he now defends it, recognizing its importance in his political strategy. In Trump's world, policies change in an instant based on what benefits him in the moment. In the coming years, the Trump administration will likely be as divisive as his first term. Whether his policies succeed or fail, Trump's grip on power is undeniable. He's reshaping the government in his image, and his legacy is being built one executive order at a time. How successful he is will determine the future of America. But one thing is certain, Trump is making sure his vision will leave a lasting mark. Here's the video on Germany's economic collapse. Click on the right to learn more, and click on the left to explore Trump's role in Gaza ceasefire and his Middle East policy.